Bitches say, hey, you can't miss what you never had. Hey, hey, off the juice, God and me got your man. Got all got proof is missing.
Now, whatever you do, don't push this button.
I am Groot.
Uh-huh.
I am Groot.
That's right.
I am Groot.
No! No, that's the button that will kill everyone!
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Vontae the First, and I am back again with my reaction to another chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo, not Modulo, Modello. You know what I'm saying? My boy Mojuro, not Maru. You know what I'm saying? Yuka, and Suguri. I'm sorry, it's been a minute. I've been going for some weeks now. You know what I'm saying? We're already about to get chapter like 7 coming out literally in like now, or the scan should be out and then the officials will be out on Sunday. So I'm a few chapters behind. This is my chapter 4 reaction right here. So hey, we back. I'm gonna be catching up. So within the next week or a few weeks, I should be all caught up with you guys eventually. But we're here. Last chapter, great message. Great themes that tied back to the mainline series with the whole tiger and like raising the whole like living with something that is dangerous, like a ticking time bomb, and then relating it back to what Yuji was saying to back then in the mainline series, thinking about Sukuna saying like, you know, if nobody else wants to live with you, I can live with you. Same thing with this shark guy, the dude that can pretty much like mimic any like animal or whatever with his curse technique. The one that was in the shark whatever fleshy suit thing, and then he wanted to raise the tiger, and then the mom tiger ended up dying. Now it's the cub. Now he gets to raise the cub, and that was just kind of one of those themes that went along with Yuji's thinking back in the closing of the mainline series. So that was a pretty good chapter. It's been a minute. I didn't reread it. I like to not reread stuff sometimes. I just want to jog my own memory sometimes. I like to be as blind as possible when I react to series, whether I'm watching it or reading it. I don't know. It's just because in my head, I just feel like it's a better reaction out of me and just analysis and all that. Just because it's like, oh yeah, right. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Like it just feels more natural versus like rereading shit before I hop on, because then I'm like, I feel like I just studied before a test. I don't know. Anyway, let's get started. Chapter 4 of Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo. Maru's an alien. Yeah, we know. The boy who kept repeating. We know, exactly. So you can talk about it now. We weren't supposed to tell you, too, that Maru is an alien, a special envoy from the Sumerians. But the Sumerians reported to us that Maru himself let it slip that he's an alien. So the intel embargo, So the intel's embargo's finally been lifted. Suguri's and Yuka, so I did get their names right. I want you two to continue carrying out Jujutsu High missions with Maru. Can't wait. Whatever. Hey, can't you sound a little happier? Suguri. The Sumerians' goal here is probably recon. Even if they understand the language, it's not easy to collect information about Jujutsu. And given my position, I can't exactly go digging around when it comes to Sumerians. Sorry, I didn't tell you. Aliens bow their heads when apologizing too. Which is interesting. I feel like that's like that right there seems like a hint or a foreshadowing that there might be some more connection between the Sumerians and Earth. Because if you go by actual real life history, the Sumerians, so I know it's spelled differently here, but the Sumerians were the first the first civilized people on Earth. The first ones were agriculture and all that kind of shit, like rice, grain, all that kind of stuff. And I've seen other iterations, other stories, other fictional stories where they had like a group called Sumerians or similar to that. Don has that too. And there's a link between Earth and them with that planet. So based off of, I won't go into detail, but if you know, you know. And I wonder if that's the same thing here, where basically the Sumerians, were they originally from Earth? Did they leave years ago and then now they're coming back? Is it one of those kind of things? Maybe. I mean, there's similarities, I guess, between, you know, different traditions like bowing and some other stuff that we saw. But anyway, I just want to throw that out there because I feel like that was kind of a hint. So I want you to find out every detail you can about them from Maru, no matter how small. Should you really be telling me all this? Not at all. I'd appreciate if you'd keep it a secret. Got it. Phew, there's nothing we can do. Those were the conditions from the higher ups for assigning them the mission in the first place. I know, but it's frustrating that I can't go along with them. Hurry it up. Zip it. Masayoshi here. Masaki here. Masaki here, huh? Masayoshi here. Masaki here. Masaki here. Is that not the same? Why they got the same name? Or are they saying their last names? No, because they're all they triplets. Why they got the same? Why two of the triplets got the same name? What the fuck? Look at the teacher. Look at that. I like that shot. We've heard there's a student at Shuei Elementary who keeps repeating the first grade. Oh hell no. Oh, that's so they're just showing him different times, different years, claiming a different name. Why he say the same name year after year? He fucked up. He should have chosen a different name. And this is the third year it's happened. Your mission is to investigate whether there's a Jujutsu-related phenomena at work here. No prelim investigation from the cops. It's tough for them to step into cases like these. It's not just some kids who look alike. Their voices and heights match too. If their builds are similar, their voices probably are too. Yeah, but kids' heights are all over the place at that age. Is it the same for aliens? Depends on the type. We Sumerians are a lot like you and Suguri. By the way, how old are you? Let's see. In Earth terms, I'm 19. Really? Wow. So that's kind of interesting that granted, every fucking series ever, fucking teenagers to young adults are always like head honchos or like right hand man, or you know what I'm saying. But I thought he was gonna be like older, much older. Then again, it kind of makes sense. Ribbit, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. There's no way I'm gonna treat him like he's older now. So the big questions I have are: 1, his parents; 2, his progress at school. Well, the teacher did contact the student's parents, however. Hello, this is Suzuki, the homeroom teacher for class 1 to 2. Is this the Takeda residence? Takeda. Was Mr. Smiley Face jokester comedian, was his name Takeda? Hold on, let me see something real quick. Oh no, it was Takaba. It was Takaba. Never mind. I was like, wait a minute, am I tripping? It was Takada, I think. Takaba. Oh great. I was wondering if I could talk to you about your son Masaki. Yes, Masaki is my son. Did you receive the form I gave to Masaki regarding the home visit? Yes, Masaki is my son. There, Miss Takeda. Oh, wait, what the fuck he doing? What the fuck going on here? What kind of curse technique is this? Beep. Hello? Hello? Radio calisthenics exercise number 1. Has Masaki made 100 friends? Beep. What the? But did Masaki make 100 friends? I really want to know. Can you shut up? As for the second point, for the past 2 years, the students with the same face transferred out and disappeared with their family just as they moved up to the second grade. Every year, the students' face and address are exactly the same, but they have a different name. So this definitely seemed like it's a kid, like actually a kid, and not like some fucking weirdo creep adult or something. Because of the fact that this motherfucker, like, obviously your address is gonna be the same. Goddamn it, your face, you yourself is just your name change. It's like some kid shit, something that kid would do. Oh, well, that settles it, right? What do you mean? He's saying he thinks some curse user takes the place of some random kid who enrolls in school each year. Yep, and they might be killing the families too, or that. Like either it's actually a kid or somebody else is doing this because they ain't gonna change like the residents and shit like that. But you can just change your fucking name, right? It seems likely they're picking their targets by using their rental property for families as bait. But we haven't been able to track down the landlord yet. Gee, I wonder why. The scariest thing here is the carelessness of it. If a curse user is behind this, there's no rational thought process going on here. We're calling it an investigation, but there's a very good chance you could end up going head to head with the curse user. I'm pretty useless in battle, so don't get your hopes up. Yeah, we know. We never get our hopes up when you're involved, Goddamn. Come on now, it's fine if I say it about myself, but it's just rude when somebody else does. Sorry, I'm sick, guys. Sinuses and stuff, so yeah. Well, since we know the address, Mino and I will go ahead and check out the kid's house. Couldn't we just sneak in during school hours? If it comes down to a fight with the curse user, we won't be able to fight properly with kids hanging around. Good point. There he is. You're Masaki Takeda, right? You got a minute? You're like, oh no. You're running. Zoom. You're running away, huh? Any kid would run away from that. Don't you know how scary your face is? Shut up. I do like their dynamic. I think that's going to be cool seeing like Suguri's and Maru's dynamic, and then Maru's and Yuka's dynamic, and then obviously the siblings, Suguri and Yuka themselves. So far, this trio, if I'm being honest, despite me like just genuinely enjoying the trio in JJK, the mainline series of Yuji, Nobara, and Megami, they were always fun to be around, and they had each other's back and stuff. This one seems more like the trio, the way that it goes, they connect, like, I don't want to say they connect better with each other, but like there's definitely more, like this is definitely more of the focal point of the series so far. I wouldn't say that the trio and the mainline was like the focal point. I think that was just one of the things that that's there for us, the audience, to enjoy and like just watch their journey. But here I feel like this is like very much a part of the story. Like this trio right here specifically is, I would say, it's probably going to be the driving force of the story, while Yuji, Nobara, and Megami weren't the driving force of the mainline series, if that makes sense. They weren't really ever the driving force, but there is a big prominent part of it, you know what I'm saying? So I am definitely interested to see how they, how this continues and whatnot. You still got little legs of a first grader though, huh? I always love the runs. I like this mangaka too, by the way. I mean the illustrator, Yuji, he, like with Gege, I used to love Gege, like the runs, especially when they run like sideways and stuff. He kind of does it a little bit with some of these angles and stuff. I feel like he kind of took notes from Gege, and I like that a lot. That's cool. Phew, whoa, what the hell is this? What kind of fucking curse spirit? A Shikigami guardian spirit? A Kalyan? Get back, Maru, huh? By the looks of how Usami's handling it, it's pretty clear that the aliens are the ones calling the shots, and they're using Maru as a litmus test to gauge human nature. Maru is worried about whether to use his technique or not. There's no way we can let him fight. I can't let him get hurt no matter what. Right now, the hidden objective behind our missions is to get through this testing period without incident and avoid a war with aliens. Yeah, that's why I wonder what the turning point is going to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's going to be a pretty fucking crazy turning point that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because they're trying to stop this war thing. So we're doing these little missions. We're trying to make sure that we have these talks, these diplomatic talks and whatnot. But something's going to happen that's going to mess up everything. And I feel it's going to be something that absolutely shouldn't have happened, but it just, it just goes through. I'm sorry. 3 years ago, I went home and found my mom on the floor. I didn't want to be in a different class in second grade, so I begged my mom to let me stay in first grade forever. Mom became a ghost, and she made it so I could be a first grader forever. What do you mean exactly when you say being a first grader forever? It's okay. Take it easy. Just explain it in a way I can understand. There's no way an 8-year-old could explain this. You're 8, right? The scariest thing here is carelessness. A kid's jujutsu going crazy after his mom died explains why it seems so careless. A similar thing happened to awaken my grandpa's jujutsu, so it's possible given the circumstances. Whoa. Yep. Exactly. Shout out to Utah. So if that's true, the families who went missing last year and the year before never existed, but just fabrications made by the mom who became his curse spirit? No, I'm assuming too much. Twisting things to match my own theory is dangerous. And I like that he realized, let me not try to twist it to make it make sense to me, but let me just make sense out of it objectively, So shout out to them for being kids in this era, like, and being like one of the only people that they can rely on. They're doing a great job. I mean, but look at the grandparents that they had. They definitely taught them some, like, peak jujutsu work for sure. Masaki, what's your real name? Masayoshi. Oh, so that's why. So the first name was a real one. That makes sense. which is pretty obvious, I'd say, but I just realized it now. Shut up. Can you take us to your house, Masayoshi? There's something I want to check. This is Masaki Takeda's house. I've got a bad feeling about this. You know, somebody that I feel like we're gonna see in the series. I feel we're gonna see Wee Wee. I don't know why. I said this in the prior chapter. I mean, because obviously he was the youngest of the bunch. How old was Wee Wee in the mainline series? Like 8 or some shit. I don't know how old he was, but like younger than everybody else. And this is 68 years later, so I mean, you know what I'm saying? He should be about 80 years old, while everybody else is like 90 and 100 if they are alive. So I would like to see Wee Wee. I would assume that he is one of the most prolific sorcerers of this time at this point. I mean, he did help a lot back then in the Shinjuku Showdown, and I mean, like I said, he might be the head honcho. Wouldn't that be crazy if Mei Mei's brother is now the head honcho of the Jujutsu HQ? Because you know, Mei Mei and him are some weird fucking people. So you know, Jujutsu HQ are weird fucking people too. Even though we never really formally met any of them, because Gojo fucking killed them. But outside of that, you know, we obviously knew Gaku Ganji. You know, he was a part of that. So there's that. This is Masaki Takeda's house. I've got a bad feeling about this. You know, I'm sure my brother and Maru will be here soon. Let's dig the spot up first, okay? What they notice. Oh my god, that is a panel right there. Show somebody that out of context, but what the fuck is that? I think this is from like Vinland Saga. I think it's like some imagery from Vinland Saga, or I think it's some Hell's Paradise or something like that. Just what I thought. Guess this is his mother's body. You had no choice but to hide it here, huh? It's not like a kid could carry it any farther. Did you bury her yourself? Yeah. Oh damn, that's his mama though. Oh, that must have been tough. You did a good job. Damn, am I going to get arrested? No, of course not. Right, Suguri? If he doesn't have a dad, Jujutsu High will probably take him in and train him to handle curse energy. But where would I go home to? Well, you'd go to Jujutsu High. But what about my house? I can't come back here. You're right. I know this is difficult to take in. Actually, I don't have a place to call home either. Man, I'm loving these. A lot of these chapters are really like heartfelt and endearing and wholesome chapters. And I like that a lot, to establish these characters, to know who they truly are so that we can explore them instead of having to catch up with them later on because they're just fighting most of the manga and then we start learning about them. No, I like that we're getting who this trio is right now, and then once the conflict comes in, we can feel for them, we feel the stakes, and it just feels better and more rewarding, you know what I'm saying, instead of the opposite. Because sometimes when you get thrown to a series, is a lot of fighting and then you learn about the character later, you know. I don't like that all the time. It's cool sometimes, but most of the time, nah. Make them established characters first. All the familiar places around me and my home that was filled with memories, I lost all of it, and I don't think I can ever fill in the hole that's left. Not until I become someone's neighbor, that is. What's a neighbor? A friend who understands why the things that matter to you are so important. That's right. Will you be my first neighbor, Masayoshi? I'll do my best to be your neighbor too. Huh? Well, I don't know. You're not sure. That's that Zoro little smirk whenever Luffy is being the MC, you know what I'm saying? Like back in early One Piece, you know, you see Zoro in the back chilling, just smirking. Like, yeah. That's what Suguri looking like right now. Where the hell are the Suguri, you son of a bitch? Where the hell are you? What are you doing? I'm at Masaki Takeda's house. Huh? But I'm at Masaki. Oh shit, I'm at Masaki Takeda's house. What? Takeda's guilty as hell. Totally guilty. We found 5 bodies in his yard. God damn. And I have a feeling there will be more. If you make contact with Takeda, take him into custody immediately. Did he knock out Maru, bro? What the fuck is this kid on? Well, obviously it's not a kid. It's going to be some fucking, what they were saying, probably. There's some man that's imposter and has this fucking kid. Damn, didn't know there were more of you. Oh my god, yeah, damn. Grown ass man. Wow. So did he kill the kid as well then? That pretty much implies that, right? He killed the kid and he killed the mama and other people. Wow. So I was talking about wholesome and endearing. I mean, it still was on, you know, Maru and Suguri's part, but like, not on this motherfucker. Get him going, please. Get him out of here. Wow. I wonder if it's gonna be double duty. I wonder if he's gonna be here fighting them, and then there's gonna be something going on at the house. But hey, man, I'm actually really enjoying Modelo right now. Like seriously, I am. I just can't wait till it get to that. You know what I'm saying? And I actually really do like the fact that, because we know this is only going to be running for a year due to Gege saying that. I love the fact that it is a lot of dialogue, because it just feels like it's more than one chapter. It feels like it's a chapter and a half, sometimes even 2 chapters long worth of like, reaction, right? So that definitely helps a lot, and I like that a lot. And I had a theory. I don't remember if I said it on this, but I've said it elsewhere. Remember how a lot of us were saying that, like, towards the end of JJK, so like when we did hear that it was like 5 chapters left around that time, even before that, but around that time when we learned that, we all of us felt like Gege has 1 more year in him. He can go one. That's all we need is 1 year to explain some stuff. You can get into like the golden age of Jujutsu Sorcery a little bit, for Sukuna, Kenjaku, Tengen, Urame. Like, you can get into it just for a little bit, even for a few chapters, like 4 chapters, 3 chapters. You know what I'm saying? You can get into that. But all of us felt like he had like 1 year was perfect. We all felt like he could have like another year of like 30 chapters or something like that, 40 chapters. Perfect. That's good. That's all we need is 40 more chapters. But we didn't get that. But I found it interesting that when I heard that this series was only going to be a year long, that made me think like, And then knowing that Gege's health was, getting bad, worse and worse towards the end, I started to feel like, was it like a contractual obligation that he needed to have a certain like year run? And he just didn't. And this is all just in my head, my own head canon. But like, I feel like because this was only 1 year, and the fact that we all felt that naturally that he had 1 year left in him for the mainline series, I feel like it's like a contractual obligation that he didn't get to fulfill before, but now he gets to fulfill now because he's healthy enough now. I don't know. Let me know down below what you guys think about that. If you made it this far, obviously, if you are. But that being said, though, I appreciate you guys for coming here. So please stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean. See you guys on the next chapter reaction, and peace.